All right, everyone, welcome back into another NFL DFS video. Going to be breaking down the Monday night showdown here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I do want to just call out that this game is projected to be a game that's a blowout. Okay, so the Chiefs are 11.5 point favorites, decently high scoring game, 48 total points, but we're expecting the Chiefs to be playing with a lead and then the Commanders to be playing from behind. That will really dictate the type of builds that we're going to make on this slate. So that's kind of the difficult part about this slate. Now, we do need to talk about some spots here for the Chiefs. Rashee Rice ended up playing basically 50% of the snaps, guys, up until the third quarter. Obviously, the game ended up being a blowout. He did not need to play that much. Overall, only 41% of the snaps. But he was basically targeted like on every route, pretty much. I mean, not that much, like 60% target share, which was still crazy. 10 targets, guys, 7 receptions. I mean, insane stuff. We do not expect that production again. Like, that is an outlier due to the matchup. Granted, this is a good matchup as well, so it won't be surprising to see him have a good game. The issue is going to be the snaps. I do think there's a realm of possibility where you're playing Xavier Worthy in the captain spot and not getting to Rice, although that's a very, very, very low likely outcome. Okay, maybe 2% of builds. I do think Rice makes the most sense to be in the captain spot in terms of scoring the most points. That being said, Patrick Mahomes probably going to be right up there as well. He's just been very good in terms of fantasy point production, and he gets another weapon back with Rice there, looking good in a pretty good matchup. So those two plays almost seem like must plays, and then from there, it is trying to figure out who we need to get to after that. So Xavier Worthy did end up playing 70% of the snaps. He was the receiver number one in terms of snaps. Probably a little bit too touchdown dependent, but again, given the amount of routes that the Chiefs ran last week that were around the line of scrimmage, it would not be shocking to see Worthy get a little bit more work in the mid-range. I could see that. But all in all, he is a tougher click because we are prioritizing Rice and Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce becomes nothing more than a shoulder shrug play to me. Hollywood Brown, also more of a shoulder shrug play to me. He saved his day with a touchdown. I don't think we can depend on that. I think Tyquan Thornton is still kind of our best dart throw guys. He's not going to play a lot of snaps, most likely in this game. He ended up only playing 33% of the snaps at a 31% route share, but ended up with 2 targets for 82 air yards. That has basically been Tyquan Thornton this whole year. And so, value-wise, if you need to get to him with a Patrick Mahomes lineup, maybe it connects for a touchdown. I don't hate that. That's basically been him as a play, though, this whole season. So from there, it is worth calling out. Noah Gray did end up playing about 59% of the snaps last week due to the blowout, but it's really the blowout that we have to talk about. So let's talk about the running backs, guys. So Pacheco ended up getting a lot of work, guys. 56% of the snaps, but 15 carries, 17 total opportunities. Was able to punch in a touchdown. Again, with the 11.5 point spread, that probably does favor Pacheco a little bit more. And with the 11 point spread, I don't think we can really trust Kareem Hunt to get a bunch of work, which a little bit surprising to me, but I think they're just trying to keep a veteran fresher. And so they're just not going to give him a bunch of work in garbage time. They actually defaulted to Brashad Smith, the most that they did all year. So he had 35% snap share, guys. And then he had 10 of his 14 carries actually in the fourth quarter. So he did see an increased snap share overall in the game prior to it being a blowout, but he definitely saw more work because it was a blowout. That being said, he is getting a lot of manufactured touches in the passing game, and he is also some of that flex-wise. I do think we're going to be concerned. He should actually end up being a safe flex play. The weird part about this slate is we're probably going to be targeting Brashad Smith, and we also might be targeting Jeremy McNichols, 2 running backs that at best are going to play 35% of the snaps. The thing with those two is their involvement in the passing game is going to be appealing to us. Okay, guys, now let's go ahead and jump on into the Washington Commanders. We do know that Jaden Daniels is out. That's obviously the biggest reason as to why this game is projected to be a blowout. Marcus Mariota does become a pretty interesting play for us for this slate, just due to the fact that he should get a decent amount of rushes in this game. He's projected to get 5.5 via Vegas. His rush yards line is basically set at 30 as well, so not terrible there. The Chiefs do give up a lot of rushing yards to opposing quarterbacks. We would need him to score a touchdown and also get that floor in the rushing game for him to hold value. With again, the 11.5 point spread, I don't hate it, him as a play, although he is tougher to get to. And so if he's going to struggle, Deebo Samuel's probably going to struggle. His reception line is set at 4.5. The Chiefs just do not give up a lot of production to opposing receivers or tight ends, and we have a backup quarterback in there. It's tough, okay, guys? Now, in a weird way, I do think that the Commanders getting Terry McLaurin back in this game, that ends up being a good thing for them. For Deebo, and just the offense as a whole, that actually probably will end up hurting Zach Ertz, though, where he's not going to get as many targets as he should. So that is a little bit concerning to me there. And because Terry McLaurin's back, that basically means Jalen Lane, Luke McCaffrey, Chris Moore. We're probably just not even looking at those guys at all. Maybe Lane, maybe he's played himself into more snaps. He's a little bit too priced up, though, for me to truly want to get to. And so the player that I've been getting to the most is running back Jeremy McNichols, just due to his passing game usage. We're not expecting much here. He has popped a few big plays. We're hoping for 5 DFS points that allows us to fit in basically all the Chiefs studs. And that's honestly kind of it, guys. We could get some garbage time. I don't think we want to get to Bill at all. Could have something stupid where a backup quarterback in garbage time ends up scoring a touchdown. I don't think we want to mess with that, but 11.5 points is a lot, and so maybe it's in the realm of possibility. So I do think we're basically probably going one Washington player and then just get into a bunch of Chiefs players. The question is, which ones do we get to? I mean, for this build, it's as simple as that. Pretty high floor for that lineup. And so, guys, just want to give you guys 5 lineups here, just kind of showing you guys what the lineup builder is kind of telling us is going to be a good approach to go with here. So the top lineup right now, Patrick Mahomes in the captain spot, Rice, Worthy, Bill. I don't necessarily love Bill. Harrison Buckner does make sense. I'm fine with that. Kareem Hunt, I would probably rather get to Brashard Smith, although it is a toss-up. Again, just trying to get the garbage time with Smith. I get it. Pacheco in the flex here with this lineup, I think that makes sense. I think I'd be fine with that. Zach Ertz, kind of at a lost price. I actually would want to just get to Harrison Buckner there instead, but you guys get the lineup path that this is getting to. I would not play the Commanders DST probably at all in this game, and so let's sub them out. I guess I wouldn't mind Juju, honestly. Like, whatever, we'll do that. Let's sub them out for Juju instead. Juju could get 3 DFS points, and we'd be fine with that. And so exposures-wise right now, yeah, it's going to get to a lot of Rice and a lot of Mahomes. You could easily get to Mariota as well if you guys want to do that. So kind of a straightforward slate. I'm kind of sick of the Chiefs being on showdown slates. Let's get them out of prime time. It's all right. There's been basically every night. So we'll see. Hopefully it ends up being a fun game. But that's going to do it, guys, for this video. Appreciate you being here. If you guys would like access to any of the tools that you saw throughout this video, head on over to 9to5sports.com. Get access to all the tools for a low monthly cost of $10 a month. Appreciate you being here. Good luck. And as always, let's keep cashing.